Hello class, and welcome again to the next lesson of JavaScript arrays. In our previous lesson we have looked on how we can declare an array and how we can access and update the values within arrays. We also looked at some of the methods of arrays. In this short lesson we want to focus on the different types of data that can be stored within an array. And the data that is stored within an array could be strings, it could be numbers, it could also be objects. So let us take a practical example to declare different arrays with different data types. So I'm going to back to my Visual Studio Code, and now I'm going to remove this code right here, and you can see the first array that I have, programming languages. We are storing a list of we are storing items in form of a list. So the data within this an array is string data. So we can also have an array that stores numbers. So we can say constant numbers, and here we are going to declare an array of numbers. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So looking at this second array, here we are storing numbers. An array could also store objects. So we could have a constant array called student list, and this student list is a list of student objects. Already we have looked at the concept of objects, so we can have a list of objects, and our first object, maybe we have name, John, and the other property is age, 26, and the other one is gender, and here is male. So assuming we have a student object with 3 properties, and now we have so many objects of this kind. Assuming in your class you have 5 students, so each student would have a name, age, and gender, and therefore representing this as an object, we are now going to have a list of 5 objects, and these 5 objects are written within a list. So I can copy this one particular object and separate it with a comma, add the second object, also add the third object, and also add the fourth object. So now we have a list of 4 student objects, the first, and then maybe the second you are just going to change the values. Maybe we say this one is Peter, maybe he is 25 and is still a male. This other one is Jackie, and maybe she is a female, and the other one also is a John, age 26, and that. So when you look at this list, we are now storing a list of objects. In this other list here, we are storing a list of numbers. In this other list here, we are storing a list of strings. So an array could carry strings, it could carry numbers, it could carry even objects. So that's all I want to emphasize on this particular lesson, and now in our next lesson we will move on to JavaScript loops. Otherwise, thank you for joining this content, and see you in our next lesson.